What's that? I'm not good enough. Okay.
No, that's me. What the crap?
What?
Look at...
Oh. I know why. It's because I'm not on my usual monitor.
Oh.
Fuck. Okay. I'll switch monitors. I'll move my monitor, the HDMI over.
Don't you love technology? Isn't technology the best thing ever?
This is what I get for trying to do things like volunteer.
You get stuff.
Huh? Wait, it stays small. Why it's small?
Probably just resize it and it'll be fine.
What's the usual size I had? I don't even remember. What's my usual size? I don't know my usual size.
I think that's a personal problem.
Huh?
Yeah, I think that's a personal problem.
I think I fixed it. I think my cat wants my attention and has stolen my seat while I was rearranging my monitors.
Wow, cat.
Get out of here, Mog. Okay. I have some number of windows on some number of monitors. And hopefully all of this works.
I doubt it will ever work, knowing how our luck is.
Can you see?
Yes, I can see.
Great.
I am
Then
not
let's play.
completely blind yet.
Welcome. You've got dads.
Finally,
You
Dave.
got dads.
We've already, yeah. I think we
Yes.
already read through it, and so it's just date.
One moment while I gruff up my voice.
There, you're good. Jeez! Wow. Wow. You're terrible. Terrible. I figured you would do that. 'Cause you are horrible. Robert was pretty nice. A little odd, but nice. And ruggedly handsome. We should hang out. I type out a message to him on Dadbook. Hey Robert, good seeing you again at the cookout. Wanna grab a drink? I sit there for a couple seconds, hoping he'll message me back. ... Hey, it says that he read the message. I anxiously wait for a response.
He left you on red.
He left us on red.
I love cats.
I know that's the answer you want to go for. I start down a rabbit hole of cat videos, and Robert quickly vanishes from my mind. I didn't realize how long I've been doing this. By the time I watch maybe my 30th cat video, Robert pops back into my head. I jump back over to Dadbook to see if he's responded yet. Nothing. Well, I guess the guy's busy. I might as well make the best of my day. He left us on red, gosh dang it.
Watch, he's actually been at the bar the entire time and just has social anxiety.
I get up, walk to the living room, then sit down and turn on the TV. Well, no game show.
I mean, I feel like I like Food Channel, but Robert might like History Channel since apparently he watches war documentaries.
Go for it.
I'll try it.
Oh, Naked and Afraid Catching the Deadliest Ancient Aliens is on.
I'm so cold. I'm so scared. At this rate, I don't think we're gonna catch these aliens by day 50.
I'm having trouble following this.
Ancient astronaut theorists predict that being naked makes you 10 times more likely to find ancient aliens. Some suggest that aliens are fascinated with the human physique, most notably the butt.
I can't facepalm harder. I don't think I legitimately can facepalm harder.
Yes, Santa? Santa loves butts.
Okay, I'm back in. I lose several hours to whatever the heck that was. Sighing, I get up and walk around the house. My stomach grumbles. Time for lunch! Well, I guess it's time for old Chef Seaweed to cook a gourmet delicacy. Walk over to the refrigerator and open the door. Make a sandwich?
Since the other two sound absolutely disgusting.
Make a sandwich in its entirety while standing there. Who needs plates? The Standwich. A lost art. I admire my work for a second before I clumsily drop the entire thing on the floor.
Whoops.
No! I look around and remember that Amanda's not home. This is still good. 5-second rule, right?
No.
Pretty simple, my sandwich. Peeling pickles off the floor and putting them back where they belong. In my mouth. Also, ew, pickles. Ugh.
The 5-second rule scientifically has no basis and is invalid.
Yes?
Santa
Wait.
is a wreck.
I'm a wreck. Finish my snack and walk around the house some more. Bored. When's Amanda coming home?
When you get a life of your own.
Oh, I just remembered something. When we were packing up the old house, we found an old basketball hoop that would hang off of a door. It would really bring the living room together. Wonder where I put it. Is this date just Santa trying to do something with his life?
Yes, it appears so.
I spend a couple minutes poking around the new place until I find it. After installing it above one of the doors in the living room, I'm ready to dunk. Come on and slam.
And welcome to the gym.
I take a leap from the free throw line and rocket that sucker down the net. The crowd goes wild.
Woo!
Wow.
And welcome to the gym. I was kidding.
And welcome to the jam. Oh my gosh, Santa's terrible. I pull up from the 3-point line, breaking ankles and seeking a fadeaway. And I forgot the rest of the words of the song.
That's it. Those are the only words that matter.
It's the only words that I remember, honestly.
Welcome to the Space Jam, Space Jam. That's it. Those 3 lines are like the entire song. As far as anyone's concerned, at least.
I was going to say, there is more to the song. I just haven't heard it
Okay,
yet.
but no one else cares.
No, I think the person who wrote it cares.
Yeah, that's what I meant by no one else.
Wow. No look behind the back hook shot. Everyone's on their feet. Something Space Jam.
Dad?
Oh.
Turn around to see Amanda standing in the doorway. Her eyes are a little puffy. Looks as if she'd been crying. Hey, Amanda, you alright?
Oh no, what's she crying about this time? What are you doing?
I, found the hoop, and I'm taking it to the hole.
Dot, dot. Pass me the rock.
What?
Yes.
I'm so confused by most of these.
I'm trying to figure out if it's a real or imaginary ball.
Just do the first one. I lead the league in blocks. Set the record for rebounds in my rookie year. Think you can handle this?
What's a rebound?
Oh, when someone misses a shot and the other players try to retrieve it, that's,
Just kidding!
Amanda zigzags past me and tips a layup into the hoop.
Art of War, bitches.
Amanda, language!
Sun Tzu didn't care about language.
I would argue that Sun Tzu cared very much about language, so once you write something as timeless as the Art of War, then you're allowed to swear. Amanda sticks out her tongue and dunks for another 2 points. Seriously though, are you okay? You look like you've been crying.
Oh, dude, I'm cool. I just saw like this really cute dog on the way home and it let me pet its belly. Couldn't contain my emotions.
Tell me more about this dog.
Gladly. She was a
Wait.
little French bulldog named Jacqueline, and her tongue was permanently stuck out of her mouth. She had a little sweater on.
Wait!
Yes?
Hearts popped out of Amanda.
I think they might be for Robert, though.
Okay.
What's Robert's dog's name?
I don't remember.
Because he had a little bulldog or
I
a pit bull or something.
Did we learn his dog's name?
Huh?
Did we learn his dog's name?
I think we did, but we didn't see the dog because she was hidden away.
I don't think it was Jacqueline.
I'm trying to remember if it was Jackie.
I don't remember. It's been a while. Wow. I probably also would have cried if I got to pet her.
She was so excited for tummy rubs. Oh no, I'm tearing up just thinking about it.
Okay, but seriously.
Whoa, more
You can
hearts.
talk to me about anything, right?
Yeah, that's why I'm talking about my love for French bulldogs with you.
Okay. Just remember that it's okay to be sad. Also remember that I love you very much. And only want what's best for you. That's all.
Alright. Jeez. Don't make me cry again.
Oh. Okay. Just making sure.
Maybe you should be less concerned with my face and more concerned with full court press.
Aunt and I played ball for a little longer. Then we cooked dinner together. We managed to not almost burn down the house this time. Afterward, Amanda and I dig up into a carton of ice cream over an episode of Chop, Toddler Tournament.
What you have in front of you is a molecularly deconstructed sweet potato with a brown sugar demi-glace with creme fraiche, of course.
This is literally a jar of baby food. It's not completely burst into tears.
Are we bad people for watching this?
Yes. I didn't know he was gonna say that. Okay, just proves I'm more Santa. Just then my computer dings. Wow, it took him 12 hours or more.
I'm telling you, he read it, went to the bar, and is like, Santa, you showed me up. What the hell? Or stood me up. Blech.
Stand you up?
Stood. Since it'd be past tense.
Huh? What's that?
Oh, you probably just got a message.
What's a message? Amanda and I walk over to the computer and check that book. It's a message from Robert! Did he just... What does that mean?
What you doing?
What am I doing?
You're just chilling. Should we be honest or very honest?
Be honest.
I'm gonna save. Honest or very honest?
I say honest.
Honest.
I type back, just chillin'. Amanda deletes the G and hit send.
No, you type back chilling. Just chilling.
It'll make you look cooler.
A couple of moments pass by. Another message pops up.
Hey! That means he wants to hang out.
Oh, was I supposed to read the Robert messages? I guess I was. You up? WYD, because you didn't understand when I said it. Wanna grab a drink?
I know what that means, Amanda. But it's kind of late.
Come on, Pops. Live a little. Besides, you were gonna go day drinking.
I am living with ice cream and traumatized toddlers.
Well, it's your life, but I think you'd have a lot of fun tonight. You are trying to get to know the neighbors better, aren't you?
No, I'm not. Ugh, fine. Type back a message to Robert asking him for details, and he tells me to meet him at Jim and Kim's. Well, don't wait up for me.
I never do.
I throw on a nice jacket and run out the door. It's only a short walk to Jim and Kim's, and it's a beautiful night. I walk into the bar and see the usual crowd of barflies?
Yeah.
Drinking beer and watching sports. I spot Robert at the back of the bar and wave hi as I walk over.
Wait, since you didn't recognize the word barflies, have you ever... I need to know because I was talking with a coworker about it yesterday, and he had never heard the term. Have you heard the term voluntourism?
Heard the term what?
Voluntourism.
No?
Where, like, rich white people take basically tourist trips to Africa to quote-unquote volunteer, but really it's all like a social media photo op and shit. And also wrecking that country's economy.
That doesn't surprise me, but I've never heard of the term before.
Okay.
Hey man, how's it going?
Hey, buddy. Ahoy there, Skipper.
Robert and Mary are here? Uh-oh.
Brought Mary along. Figured we needed a drinking buddy.
Ah, man. I was excited to get to know Robert a little better. Now I have to deal with this weird married lady making passes at me?
Don't look so scared, kiddo. We're just having a drink. Yeah. Speaking of which, I think it's time for the first round. What are you having?
I think Mary's like 3 or 4 in.
She doesn't have a wine glass in hand yet.
She just did in the last image.
She doesn't have one in her hand right this moment.
Yeah, she probably drank it.
Whiskey!
Mary's always 3 or 4 in. Ain't that the truth?
Oh,
Hi,
hey!
Magic.
Hi, Magic.
And probably the answer's whiskey.
Whiskey, whiskey.
A dad after my own heart, huh? I should grab more whiskey. I should mix whiskey into my current drink. That'd be terrible, actually.
Be a good example for the people watching.
We're playing dating sims online
Yes.
for the world to see,
Yes.
wherein most of the dads in question, because not just a dating sim, but a daddy dating sim,
And
wherein most of the dads in question have serious issues in their lives. And you're telling me to be a good example?
yes.
If I have come this far, why would I start being a good example now?
Robert orders 3 shots of whiskey and passes them between us. Well, this wasn't how I expected my night to be going.
Here's to bad decisions and relaxed moral values, fellas.
Yeah, you're a dad. You have to set a good example.
Correction, I'm a cat mom.
No, you're a dad.
You're Santa. I don't play Santa. I play these two on the screen right now, and neither of them are good moral examples.
We don't know. Robert might be the best moral example.
What I know so far is he trolls the shit out of everybody and backpacked through Spain and only got a job because he got caught about to skip out on the bill there. And that he has sex with random strangers in bars.
Okay, but isn't that just an aloe thing?
Well, considering that, wasn't it that Robert was alluded to have also previously been on Joseph's sex boat?
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah. There's aloe thing, and then there's a extramarital affairs thing.
Yeah.
Also, Mary is straight up cheersing to relaxed moral values. So, you have to set a good example. I'm here to be all of the worst characters.
Well, if I'm here to set a good example, then there will be no good example set.
Just kidding. Damien was a good example, but he's not here.
What have I gotten myself into? That's what I ask myself every day when I do this stream.
We don't stream every day.
Every day when we stream.
Yeah, I think you've talked to me enough that you should know exactly what you're signing up for. In fact, you should have known what you were signing up for before we started this channel.
We all knock back the shots. I almost choke on the whiskey as it burns down my throat. Holy heck, that was a kick. I look over at Robert and Mary, who seem like old pros at this. Robert grabs his jacket and throws it on.
Let's get marching.
What?
Knights young chief. Come on, we're bar hopping.
Oh, alright.
Did they pay?
We leave the bar and start walking down the street. I still don't know this area of town very well, so I just follow Robert.
Also, Robert has said this is the best bar in town, so why would you start your bar crawl there?
Don't ask questions.
I feel like you would normally, hopefully, want to end your bar crawl at the best bar.
But what if they start at the best, go to other ones, and then end at the best?
That defeats the purpose of a bar crawl.
I wouldn't know. So where are we headed?
Irish, I were drinking. It's an Irish pub.
Irish I was drinking. That's so terrible. I love it. A good pun.
That's so terrible it makes me want to drink.
Is the whiskey to my heart.
Okay, heat boy.
I don't have that on right now.
Well, why the fuck not?
Because I usually take it off when I'm home. ...
Puns are the lowest form of humor, Santa. Try harder.
Well, screw you too, Mary. Ouch, am I gonna be the butt of the joke all night?
Jesus, Mary. Put your fangs away for a second.
Was she a vampire?
She might have been the vampire all along. Have you seen the inside of her mouth?
We walk into Irish I were drinking. The bar is pretty much the same as Jim and Kim's, except for the old-timey Irish memorabilia on the wall.
Next round. What are you having?
What are you buying? Do we want to go for more whiskey, or we don't want to expand our horizons?
Never mix your liquors. Apparently that makes you sick faster.
Sure.
Apparently, I don't know.
Then pick.
Let's do it.
Robert orders 3 more glasses of whiskey, and we post up in a garish green booth. Mary slides in and sidles up next to Robert, which makes me breathe a sigh of relief.
Let's sip this one, why don't we? Suit yourself.
Mary immediately downs her shot in one gulp and burps loudly.
That'll put hair on your chest. You truly are the paragon of grace and beauty.
Mary grabs my drink and sips on it. Hey!
Sansa, be a dear and get us another round, will ya?
I don't know how to process this evening at all. I get up and order another round of drinks from the bartender. As I head back, I see Mary and Robert having a lively conversation. Robert roars with laughter. I don't think I've ever seen the guy smile, let alone laugh. I take a seat across the booth from them and pass out the drinks.
So Edith's kids snuck some pot brownies onto the table at the last bake sale, right? And I spot that little hemp sweatshirt shirted gremlin in the act. So I go up to Edith with a baggie and I'm about to tell her, and all of a sudden she just freaks out at me. You're ruining the bake sale, she says. I should have been PTA president. Your roots are bad and blah, blah, blah. So what'd you do? I told her to have a brownie and that everything was gonna be fine.
They both erupt in laughter. I politely follow along with the story.
She ate 3.
Or laughter. Okay, that was actually pretty funny.
She called the cops and told them that time had stopped.
Mary looks directly at me.
Do you smoke weed?
What?
You know, the devil's lettuce.
Hey.
I have 2 big fat blunts in my purse right now. Wanna blaze? It's not 420. Wait.
What? No, I'm a law-abiding citizen. You with the feds?
I feel like they might laugh at that. I feel like they would laugh at that.
Yeah. Worked hard for what I have, and no two-bit corner boy is gonna drop the dime on me. So you take what you're pushing somewhere else, and I'll keep running my business the way I want it to run.
What?
Remember, you come at the king, you best not mess.
Jesus, kid, dial it back.
Robert giggles helplessly.
I'm just kidding, cowboy. Lay off the kid, Mary. He might not be used to your brand of humor. Fine, fine.
We sit around and sip our drinks, people watching and cracking jokes. After a little bit of time, I begin to warm up to Mary. Her jokes become much funnier and much less scary while I'm drunk. But it seems like she's not going anywhere anytime soon. I just wanted some alone time with Robert. I wonder if I can get her to leave somehow.
Now she's drinking wine.
Oh.
Oh.
Either, what about Joseph? Go hit on some guys, or get us more beer. I don't think the bottom one will work.
Wait, what?
Middle one, I think?
I have a suspicion it's the last one.
I don't think she would like you, like, Santa asking
Well,
her.
here's my logic. When you walked in, Robert got around, then you got around. It'd be her turn.
We can try it.
I'm gonna try it. Cause this just makes her sound like a slut. You trying to ditch me, pal?
No?
Because if you're trying to ditch me, you can just tell me to scram. No, it's fine. Santa wants some alone time with his new best buddy, Robert. Read you loud and clear. The wingman breaks formation to pursue their prey. Now, if you fellows will excuse me, Mary needs to sink her teeth into a helpless boy. Go with God.
Nice seeing you.
Deuces, nerds.
Mary gets up and saunters over to a younger looking guy at the bar.
Yes, she might be a vampire. Should I go back? Should I try again? Should I try
I would
the
say
middle
try
one?
the middle one.
I'll try the middle one.
Because I don't think it's the top one.
Pretty sure it's not the top one. You know, I was hoping for a quiet evening with my friends. No drama, no unwarranted advances, just friendship. But no, you gotta call me out like that.
Mary,
Like I said, it seems like you're slut-shaming her. No, it's fine. You trying to ditch me, pal? See? Don't slut-shame his buddy.
The vampire?
Yes. Should we try just to see what happens?
Go for it.
Whoa, buddy. Bringing the sanctity of marriage into this. No, it's fine. You dig into my private life that I'm sure you think is your business. Told you! It's the bottom one. I told you.
Hey.
Oh, God.
Nice seeing you.
Come on.
Deuces, nerds.
Mary gets up and saunters over to a younger looking guy at the bar.
She grows on you.
Does she, though? I feel like she kind of delights in making men suffer.
Mood. Well, she does.
What about her and Joseph?
What about him?
You know, they're married? And she definitely tried to get in my pants the other night.
At the bar where we weren't?
Yes, and gestured to her across the bar where she's making goo-goo eyes at the young guy from before. He looks like he's being held hostage.
Oh, that's just a thing she does. She's harmless.
To that to the boy she's hanging off of. Poor kid looks like he's seen more. Robert lets out a hearty laugh. Hey, I got him to laugh!
Oh, man. You know, I pegged you for one of those straight-laced types.
Oh, don't worry. I got pretty wild back in my day.
Hanging out with Keg Stand Craig.
Yep.
Still got a little wild in you.
I have a child I need to care for.
I'm half tempted just to see what he says.
Oh gosh.
I'm safe scumming it.
Of course.
Come on. I would burst out laughing if someone just screamed that at me.
I like that you apparently shout the bottom one. I have a kid! Of course you need to scream it.
It's fucking hilarious.
You know it, or there is so much wild in me.
I feel like this one's more chill.
Yeah. Got so much wild, I've got, a whole safari in here. Just really wild. All the time.
The whole safari zone.
Mm-hmm. Catch all the Pokemans.
Oh no.
Ooh.
Good thing I was ready to save scum anyway.
You know it.
Oh my god, that was a lot of eggplants.
Robert orders a couple more rounds of shots. I gulp. What am I getting myself into?
Think you can go shot for shot?
No. There's only one way to look cool here. Grab the shot closest to me and down it. Robert looks impressed. He takes his shot and knocks it back.
That's one.
So, what do I even talk about here? He's so cool, and he probably hates small talk. It's because small talk sucks.
Yes.
So how are...
What you talk about is you go and get the
things?
next round of shots.
How are things?
I hate small talk.
Yeah! Okay.
Same though.
Same. Okay.
Too many people. This isn't necessarily you. Too many people think they have to fill the dead air with noise. Personally, I think they're afraid of the silence. Or they're afraid of what the other person's gonna think of the silence. If you want some unsolicited advice, just learn to be comfortable with silence.
I love
Nothing
him
wrong
already.
with two people sitting in silence and drinking whiskey.
Oh. Alright. Robert and I sit in silence and drink whiskey. I take in the rest of the bar, patrons laughing, playing darts, spilling beer, Mary giving the hard sell to that young man, the young man pretending he got a phone call from one of his friends. Huh, maybe silence is nice sometimes.
Yes. Very. So, you ever kill a man?
I choke on my drink. Excuse me?
You know, watch the life drain from someone's eyes. It's not just their life, you know. It's their hopes and dreams draining away. Every memory and experience they've ever had.
I just
God.
love how it went from, let's just say, like, silence to, so you ever killed a man?
I mean, what's he gonna talk about instead? How's the weather?
Jesus.
You ever killed Jesus?
No.
Great. Me neither.
Robert knocks back his shot and motions for me to do the same. I reciprocate.
I'm just messing with you. Relax.
I laugh nervously.
Or am I?
I laugh nervously again.
I love him! He's the funniest!
I'm just kidding. I haven't, or have I? No, totally
I'm
haven't.
just messing with you. Or am I?
We sip more whiskey and people watch some more. Barry has her sights set on another man after the other one excused himself to the bathroom and, I assume, crawled out of the window. Gosh, that whiskey's hitting me hard. Gosh, this whiskey's hitting me hard.
You betcha.
Robert gets up out of the booth, shouldering his jacket.
It's still on him. Let's roll. Sorry. Whiskey. Inside voices. Let's roll.
Wait, what about Mary?
Brother Mary is gonna be just fine.
I look over at Mary, who's lying on the bar in front of some poor sap. She's saying happy birthday to him while he insists that it's not his birthday.
You know, I think that now that it's not Joseph's root, Mary might be in my top 3 characters.
Of course she would be.
Like, I feel like Amanda's number 1, obviously. And Robert might actually be number 2. And then I feel like Damien and Mary might be tied for number 3.
Does this surprise me at all? No, it doesn't.
Mary is like if I were Aloe. Or just hit on guys to troll them. I should do that.
No, you shouldn't.
If I did it the way Mary does, it would be hilarious.
No.
It'd be really awkward, but also.
Aloe sewing everyone. Oh my gosh.
My purse aloe.
No, that's even worse. That is even worse.
That aloe person inside of my purse.
That must be a tiny person.
I'm a tiny person. That's why
Yes,
it works.
We make our way out of the bar and back onto the street. I'm trying my hardest not to stumble, but man, that sidewalk is just coming right at me. I hope Robert doesn't notice me tripping over my own feet like this. Is the first time I've ever been drunk. Where to?
You'll see.
I follow Robert through street lamp spotlights until we eventually arrive at a rundown strip mall. There's a beauty salon, a sex shop, computer repair store that looks like it's been closed for 10 years, and finally a liquor store.
A computer store. A dick. A liquor store.
And it's all one store.
No, this one has a wall. The computer store and the sex store are obviously the same, though.
It sounds like some people we know would enjoy that. What?
Florida? Wait here. I'll be right back.
After a minute, Robert returns with 2 wine bottles and brown paper bags. He handed one to me.
Cheers.
That's a TV show.
Yes, it is.
He sits on the curb and drinks. He motions for me to do the same. This is really not what I was expecting. I expected the night to go. I take a sip. Why is it Fenzel?
Way to sound exactly as drunk as Santa is.
Yes?
Also, there's no way he can taste that. He has to have looked at the bottle.
I don't know what he was saying.
Actually, no. White Zinfandel he might be able to tell. Because it's pink. What?
Nothing. I just wasn't expecting.
It is delicious, fruity, and refreshing. Don't judge me.
I start to say something, think of his lecture about valuing science earlier, and stop. Sip on my wine and watch cars drive by.
Let's throw rocks at shit.
What? Robert suddenly hurls a rock at a stop sign. The ding echoes throughout the empty parking lot.
That felt good.
He presses a stone into my free hand.
Now you try.
I don't know.
With feeling.
I look at the rock in my hand and look at the stop sign. Back at the rock, back at the stop sign. I know what has to be done.
Take the rock. Walk over to the stop sign. Poke it with the rock.
Poke the rock with the stop sign? I got a problem with authority. Are you Amanda?
I was literally about to do it in Amanda's voice. And if you don't choose something different, I am literally going to steal your line from you to do it in Amanda's voice.
Go for it.
I got a problem with authority.
I hurl the rock at the sign. It sails over the stop sign right into the window of a parked car, leaving a crack.
Oof. Dude, run.
I leap up and dart into the nearest alley, wine in hand. I can hear Robert's footsteps behind me. Smooth Santa.
But we got hearts. We did get hearts. For being criminals.
Let's say, did you kill a few heartless with that rock? After I'm sure I'm far enough away from the cracked window that I am no longer culpable for this heinous crime, I start to catch my breath.
Is there a car-shaped heartless?
Yes, actually in Kingdom Hearts 2.
Well, there you go then.
I'm not actually joking. There's 2 actually in Kingdom Hearts 2 Final Mix.
I thought there were, but I forgot. But thanks for confirming.
Hi, Kingdom Hearts Wiki. How do you?
Yes, I know. That's why I talk to you. It's very useful. It's very helpful. Thank you. Maybe we strike rock throwing from the to-do list.
Agreed. Suddenly, my stomach growls. Oh man, I am starving.
Let's get pizza.
I can't argue with that. Where's good around here? Actually, I don't even care if it's good. It just needs to be edible and in my mouth in the next 5 minutes.
I know just the place.
I follow Robert through a maze of alleys and side streets until we eventually end up in front of a tiny hole-in-the-wall pizza joint. The bright red neon sign reads, Pete's Pizza Pizza.
Ta-da.
Ta-da! I can see a few exhausted-looking workers behind the counter, tossing dough and piping hot pizzas right out of stone ovens. My stomach rumbles again. We go up to the counter and get ready to order.
Oh,
Can I get 2 slices of Hawaiian pizza? Oh wait, Santa. You're cool with pineapple on your pizza, right? Of course.
Sure.
Yeah.
We wait a minute for our pizza to come out of the oven. I'm practically drooling at the smell. The cashier hands us each a giant slice on a paper plate so saturated with grease that I'm worried it will fall apart. We take our pizzas outside and wander through the alleyways as we eat.
I love pineapple pizza.
See, I don't like pineapple,
I know.
so
I don't like raw pineapple. But canned and roasted, like cooked pineapples, so good. Canned is actually okay. But roasted pineapple, so good.
never had.
Well, you should. Does your roommate hate pineapple? I forget.
Heck if I know.
Right. He's busy yelling at you for being too picky.
Yes. I take a bite. It's absolutely delicious. Pineapple is truly the best pizza topping.
+1. You said it.
What a controversial statement on the internet.
Uh-huh.
Man,
You know what? It's true.
I feel way better now.
You and me both.
We hear noise coming out of a slightly ajar door in the alleyway. Robert looks at me excitedly.
Got any more of that wild in you?
I love my daughter and I should go home to make sure that she's alright. It's gonna be You Betcha.
I'm hoping maybe this one.
It's gonna be You Betcha.
Yeah, of course. Good on you.
Robert and I slide the door open and peek inside. It's completely dark except for some flickering light. We slowly creep forward, cautious not to be heard or seen. Now we're in a stealth game.
Shh.
Don't shush me so loud.
Shh.
We come to the end of the hallway and find ourselves standing in front of a movie screen. Oh, this suddenly makes sense. Did we really just sneak into a movie theater like a couple of teenagers?
I think they seem to have the night of like a couple of college students. Cryptid hunting! I wish this was cryptid hunting. Maybe that's date 2.
Maybe that's never actually gonna happen.
Shh! Cryptid
Don't shush.
hunting.
Don't shush me so loud.
Shh! Me too, Magic. Me too. No talking during the movie.
We look into the audience and are surprised to find that it's almost completely empty, save for a row of a few teenagers in the front. They look annoyed when they notice us. Robert starts making his way to the very back of the theater, and I follow him. We settle in with our wine and try to make sense of this movie. It's a romantic comedy, I think. A young man is frantically trying to get through New York to find the woman that he's finally realized he's in love with.
Kiss already.
There's nobody to kiss yet. You want him to kiss the taxi driver?
Hell yeah.
The kids down the way notice us heckling. One of them speaks up.
Hey man, keep it down.
Oh,
Damn.
that's Ernest Hemingway. Hugo's kid. Ernest. Hey, Ernest. I know you. It's me, your neighbor. Hi. Ernest turns back around, embarrassed.
Dad skills, I guess.
I turn back to Robert. You kiss anyone yet? It turns out that yes, he did kiss somebody. He made his way out to a tiny island near New York to profess his love for a woman who for some reason he knew would be there. She tells him that they hit the jackpot. He said that they had, but I think there was some subtext I'm missing here.
Boo. Love's dead. Shut up. It's beautiful.
That coming from Ernest of all people.
Hey, everyone's got feelings.
I'm a robot.
No, you're not. I know you have feelings. Hey, we have another spammer! Hey! Hi, spammer! How you doing?
And... Ben?
Fuck yeah.
Ben.
Bye!
No, you shut up. Ernest grumbles. The credits start to roll. I stand up. Robert immediately pulls me back down.
Hundreds of people worked very hard to make this film happen, and you're gonna sit here and appreciate them.
Which is why Marvel probably put their after credit scenes in.
Yeah. That's basically the entire point, yeah. And now every movie I'm hoping for a post-credit scene.
No, that they won't.
I know, but like literally every other movie I'm still just like, but will you give me a post-credit scene, Marvel style? For movies I really like, I still sit through the entire credits sometimes anyway.
I think for like Detective Pikachu, I sat through at least half of the credits.
Oh, I sat through all of those.
I don't think.
Well, that was in part because they screwed up my roommate's thing, and so we were waiting to get a server's attention.
Ah. Okay.
Look at that. Elizabeth Shelton. She worked really hard. I bet she did lots of good wardrobe design. Thank you, Elizabeth Shelton, for this beautiful film-going experience. And Peter Anders, catering. Fed a bunch of people so that they could have the energy to do their jobs. What a guy.
We let the credits roll. While Robert individually thanked every member of the crew. Once it's finally over, he makes sure no animals were harmed in the making of this film. We leave the theater.
I feel like credits usually roll a little too fast to, like, read every single name, let alone call out all of them.
Yeah, no, that ain't how possible. We stumble into the theater parking lot, polishing off the rest of our wine.
Hey, assholes.
Out of nowhere, a rock flies through the air and hits me on the knee. My knee! What the heck? Ernest and his friends stand in the alleyway, blocking our exit.
What do you guys want?
Where'd you go? Why'd you go throw a rock at my knee? This is my good knee. Orthopedist is gonna be pissed. Ernest tosses another rock up and down in his hands. What's wrong with this kid?
You ruined my theater-going experience. Now you have to pay.
Is he seriously going to try antagonizing Robert of all people?
Do you think Ernest, of all people, gives any kind of shit?
He should at least give one.
I think he's constipated on shits to give.
Oh, well, I don't have any cash on me right now, and like, movies got really expensive. Ernest hucks another rock at my other knee. I'm able to jump out of the way, but I didn't properly stretch before physical activity, and I'm probably gonna feel super sore in the morning.
Ruined for you. That movie was pretty crappy in the first place. Hey, you take that back. It was a beautiful love story with really genuine acting. You call that good acting? What classic exist? Mainstream slop have you been served your entire life?
Disney.
What? Have you ever even seen any Michael Powell? Matter of Life and Death. 1946. Easily the toughest 5 minutes of love you'll ever witness. Listen, man.
Excuse me?
No, you listen. That popcorn-ass dribble the mass media is shoving down your throat will only make you dumber and sadder. You of all people should strive for a higher standard in the art you consume. Your name is Ernest Hemingway, for Christ's sakes. Oh no, now you've done it!
Ernest rushes Robert, screaming like a banshee. You just sound like a cat there, not a banshee.
What do you mean cats aren't banshees? Okay. Let me do my best cat banshee.
Jeez Louise! You're gonna give me a heart attack. Oh, I'm sorry, Magic, for any heart attack that might have given you.
Magic's just like, yay, there are cryptids after all!
Gosh dang it, Magic.
Cryptids! Banshees!
I type between Ernest and Robert, trying to stop the kid. He lunges forward, kicking me as hard as he can in the knee.
Fuck!
My knee! Robert gets in between Ernest and myself. It's as if he's seeing red.
He's looking down at his own shirt. Fuck, my fucking knee hurts. Alright, buddy. Talk like a punk, get hit like a punk.
Robert squares up into a boxer stance.
Queensberry rules. 3-minute rounds with 1 minute rest in between. No low blows, fish hooks, J grabs, or high blows. What? Don't even think about pulling an illegal turnstile. It's an automatic deduction at 3 points.
Excuse me?
You'd have to designate a second if you're unable to fulfill your role as main duelist. One of your friends over there looks like he has enough youthful vivacity to handle it.
Hey man, I don't want to get dragged into this. That movie sucked.
It's too late. You are blood-bound. He dies, you die. Sorry, I don't make the rules. Talk to Queensberry. We're just gonna go.
Ernest and his friends warily back away. Robert calls after them.
Queensberry Association will hear about this and consume better content.
Once the teens are safely out of earshot, Robert turns to me. Were you about to actually fight that kid?
Are you kidding me? I've never had a child. That'd be despicable. You throw the rules at them, though. They always bolt. Nobody wants a Queensberry sanctioned throwdown. But full disclosure, I made half of that up.
Wow.
I mean, considering that he seemed to be going from like boxing to straight up dueling.
Yes. Yes. It's wonderful.
Yes.
Wow.
See, you don't even have to know the rules. You just make them up. Come on, let's get out of here.
Robert and I cooled down a bit as we walked back to the neighborhood.
I'm so sorry. I get really in a art of filmmaking when I drink.
It's okay. I think it's cool how much you like movies. To be honest, I don't know a lot about them myself.
Buddy, I got so much to show you. You ever seen any Sam Fuller?
I haven't.
Fuller's cash.
Thanks for defending my honor. Thanks for the movie, or thanks for the adventure. I say adventure.
You think so?
I say adventure.
We'll see. Adventure's all I got, buddy.
That's hearts.
I'm gonna go back just because I'm curious what happens if you thank him for dinner in a movie. Dinner was $4 and the movie was free, but you got it. What happens if you say defending your honor? Should I just try it?
Try it.
It's a little strange when you say it that way, but sure. Why not?
Robert throws an arm around my shoulder and we drunkenly belled out tunes all the way back. We finally get to his doorstep. This was an interesting night.
I liked it.
A smile forms on his cheeks. A rare sight.
Let's hang again soon, yeah.
E. I linger there for a second, swaying drunkenly in the night breeze. Robert claps me on the shoulder.
Night, bud.
Robert heads back inside and I stumble my way back home.
Date complete. I am drinking
Bad
red wine right
ideas.
now. Yeah. Oh, maybe we do have time for date 2.
Yeah, that was an hour.
Well, depending how much we have to skip. And not skip, actually.
Yeah, that's the thing. Are we gonna do the in-between part? Because we don't have to do the in-between part.
I feel like we should, just because it's the last route. I feel like we should do it completely, like beginning to end.
But those are optional.
They are optional, but like our first time through, we absolutely would have done all of it, right? So I feel like for the last one, we should do it.
While I'm doing my afternoon word jumbles, I hear the mail truck pull through the cul-de-sac. Wonder if we got any coupons today. The nice mail person slides a couple letters in a large yellow envelope through the slot. Takes a couple of tries for them to get it in. Hey, my coupons! Take a closer look at the large yellow envelope. I lightly knock on Amanda's door. She probably has headphones on. Amanda? She yells through the door.
What?
I have something for you.
I'm kind of busy right now. Can you come back later?
Okay, just thought you'd want this big old envelope we got from HIA. Immediately, Amanda pushes the door open.
Horn Institute for the Arts?
I mean, if you're busy, I can come back.
Father, please!
I hand her the envelope, which she tears open with her teeth. That's probably bad for your teeth. Doesn't seem to hear me and spits out a piece of envelope. She pulls the letter out and unfolds it. And the suspense is killing me. This is her dream school. Amanda's face is unreadable.
Can't believe this.
Oh, honey. It's okay if you didn't.
I
Amanda tosses the letter aside and gives me a big hug. Congrats, sweetie. That's amazing. I'm so proud of you. She pulls away and looks at the letter again.
Oh my god. I really can't believe I got in.
Well, of course you got in. You're a great student. You nailed that interview, and your photography is incredible.
I'm so glad I didn't have to do like in-person interviews for college admissions. Yikes.
Yeah, that would be scary.
Wait. Dad? I know this one's really expensive. And it's so far away.
I think for a moment. HIA was one of the more expensive schools that Amanda applied to. But I know she had her heart set on it for a longest time. I did a interview for middle school.
I went to public school.
Yeah, me and my parents had to do an interview to get me into middle school.
I went to public school.
To see if I was a good fit for their Christian environment.
Public school.
And it turned out I totally was not a good fit for the Christian environment.
But you apparently passed that interview.
I was a naive child.
Public school.
It'll be tough, but we're gonna make it work. Yay, public school.
Public school. Yeah.
Really?
Of course. Amanda hugs me again.
Thanks, Dad.
Okay, sweetie, we're celebrating tonight. Dinner, your choice. Whatever you want.
Wherever?
Amanda and I walk along the bayside, tearing into our foil-wrapped burritos from a nearby food truck. Could have chosen anywhere in Maple Bay. Cost was not a determining factor.
Please, Dad. You know I'm a simple gal. Just give me a burrito with a view.
Hey, look, Joseph's boat. I can't say I'm mad. Amanda and I sit on a patch of grass and watch ships sail lazily through the bay.
Alright, say that 5 times fast.
Ship.
And the dorms are right near a bunch of cafes. And there are all these galleries nearby. And there's a discount if you bring your student ID. And
Amanda, slow down. You're gonna choke on your burrito.
I know, I'm just excited. Did I mention that students get their own studio space once they're seniors? And we get all the professional photo editing software for free?
It's nice to see Amanda so enthusiastic about HIA, but I wish she wouldn't do it in between bites of her burrito. I thought I taught her to chew with her mouth closed.
I want a burrito.
I wonder who my roommate's gonna be. You take a survey online and they match you with someone with a similar major and interests. I bet we're gonna be best friends.
Craig and I were. Good roommate could be a lifelong friend. Don't even get me started on bad roommates.
Oh no.
I'm just kidding. We didn't have a bad roommate. Our only other roommate was a puppy that Craig brought home one night. He spent a semester fabricating a story about a new foreign exchange student who had a really bad cough that sounded exactly like a dog's bark. Carl ruled.
Ooh, they let you have animals in the dorms if you get a note saying you need one. I bet I could forge one. I think you'd get a rabbit. Or maybe a snake? Or maybe both. Would the snake eat a rabbit, though?
I don't know if a snake eats a rabbit.
Would Snecky eat rabbit?
Oh boy, I think I'll leave all that up to you. She's so excited. I don't want to disappoint her, but I need to be real for a second. So, you know I had to talk with Mr. Vega.
He didn't tell you about the dumpster fire, did he?
What? No? I don't want to put a damper on the good news, but I need you to knock it out of the park these last few months of school, okay? If you really want to go to Horns, we need that scholarship money. I know you can do it.
Okay. I promise I'll try harder.
I pat her on the back. Think you can handle a 14-hour drive to come home? Sorry. To come home for the holidays? There's gonna be some treacherous ice roads to cross. Don't even get me started on the paranormal occurrences.
Well, it'll be worth it if I get to see you.
Aww. My eyes immediately well up with tears.
Oh, Dad. Don't cry.
Sorry, I'm just very, very proud of you. You're all grown up now and you're such a good person, and I hope you know how important you are to me.
Dad, stop. You're gonna make me cry too.
It's too late, honey. It's happening.
Dad, you can't get tears in my burrito. It's gonna make it taste sad.
I pull Amanda in for a hug and kiss her on the forehead. Love you, kiddo.
Blah. Love you too, Pops.
Welcome. You've got dads.
No! No! It's gonna be this one.
It is gonna be this one.
It's gonna be the butts.
We can answer things that aren't butts.
But you know the only correct answer is butts.
We can
Okay.
answer things that aren't butts.
Are you
We
a
could
fan?
make Santa more cultured.
Santa ain't cultured. Just as much as I'm not cultured. Hey, are you up to anything tonight?
Hugo and I were planning to go to the art walk downtown, and we're wondering if you would care to accompany us. I would normally write a letter longhand, but I've run out of distressed parchment paper.
Whoa, why can I see Damien Hugo's chat? Am I a hacker? I don't even have a hacker alias. The feds are gonna bust down my door any minute now.
707.
Shush you.
What? It was his birthday yesterday.
I gotta destroy this computer. Santa, this is a group chat. Thank God. Do either of you know how to destroy a computer?
You can run Derek's boot nuke from a startup flash drive, but once you've done that, it's best to physically destroy the platters altogether.
Thank you, IT man.
I was about to say, this makes a lot more sense why you would just randomly know this.
Mm-hmm. ...
The Victorians were well versed in information security.
Yeah, okay, Damien.
Santa, do you want to go see some art or not? Art is good. Let's go see art.
See that art? I will be right back.
No, you won't. So how you doing, Magic? What's been going on with you? Ooh, that's fun. It's time for summer internships already? Huh, I guess so. What?
Hello, I'm back.
Ice Magic, what
Congrats on the summer internship?
Yeah! Damien and Hugo invited me to the monthly art walk in downtown Maple Bay. I've never really been to one of these before, so I'm not quite sure what I'm in for. I think I'm here a bit early. Ooh, biochem.
Ooh.
Ooh,
That sounds smart.
that's very smart. I could not handle that stuff at all. Good job on being able to do that.
Yeah.
I don't see Damien or Hugo around anywhere, and I feel just a little uncomfortable standing among all these fancy art people. Santa? Turn around. It's Joseph! Joseph, what are you doing here?
Oh.
Joseph scoffs at me. What am I doing here? How could you ask me that? I'm obviously a huge art, appreciator? Appreciatist? Dot dot dot.
Oh.
Dot dot dot.
Oh.
Okay, fine. Damien invited me to this art walk thing. Guessing he invited you too? Yep, admittedly I'm a little out of my depth here.
Oh.
Oh, thank God. I thought I was gonna be the odd one out. Are you allowed to say that? Say what? You know. Thank God.
Oh.
Yep. I actually got double points when I say it since I'm a minister. Since I'm a minister. Yeah. I cannot speak English. Should just sleep forever.
No.
Dot dot dot.
Hmm.
The points get you into heaven. That's how it works.
Yes. Exactly.
That's not how it works.
How do you know? Haven't you
Why
watched
was there-
The Good Place?
Yes, I have watched The Good Place.
And it's so good. Apparently season 4 is the last season.
Yeah, season 4 is the last one.
Ah.
But I mean, it was also like, I think like the creators were like, or the creator was like, yeah, no, I chose it. They wanted to continue, but I'm like, no.
I mean, it's good to be intentional about ending instead of just, oh, this did well. We're gonna keep stretching it even though it doesn't make any sense. Westworld!
But also like, there's honestly only so much you can do with The Good Place before like you're just rehashing everything.
Pretty much.
Like, there is a very big stopping point there. Just the design. Anyway. Anyway, where are the guys? Look around and spot Hugo and Damien. We seem to have just arrived at the gallery.
Good eve, good eve, good eve.
Evening, friends.
Hmm?
Who's ready for some art? Art is dead and nothing is real.
You'll fit right in.
Hey.
All you have to know is that if you're ever feeling overwhelmed, there's generally always a table that has free wine and cheese. I like art now. I've got the table in my sights. Now if you'll excuse me, I'm going to go help myself to some tiny wines.
And tiny cheese.
Talk art or get cheese?
I don't know.
Goat cheese.
Huh?
Talk art or goat cheese?
Or cheese art?
No, there is no cheese art.
Are you sure?
Yes.
I'm pretty sure people have made art with cheese.
Oh, I know for a fact people have made art with cheese. That doesn't mean this place has cheese art.
How do you know?
Because
This
of
could
the
be
internet.
this painting right here could be made with moldy cheese. It may
Okay,
not
but
be a
the
painting
internet-
at all. It may just be moldy cheese. How do you know?
The internet.
But how do you know personally, for sure?
The internet. I always believe what the internet tells me. Always. I'll
Well,
never second
if
guess
we
the
do
internet.
wine and cheese, you're doing all of the talking. And if we talk art, then I'm doing a smidgen of the talking.
A fourth of the talking.
Yes. So, which would you rather have?
My voice not to be dead. So, what's this first place?
This particular artist specializes in landscape painting of various locales within the American Northeast.
Go to the Midwest, you'll find cheese art there. Yeah, go to the Midwest.
Wisconsin. Probably.
Go there for all your cheese art needs.
How do we know Maple Bay is not in Wisconsin?
Don't they talk about being on the East Coast?
Maybe.
Like, we specifically thought they were West Coast, but I think they made a comment about being on the East Coast.
Yeah, I think we thought that Maple Bay was Pacific Northwest because it reminds us of Maple Bay. Or Maple Bay reminds us of Arcadia Bay.
Yes.
But then it turned out to not.
Yeah, we're on the East Coast, so we're not in the Midwest.
How do you know that this gallery doesn't have fancy Midwestern art?
Because that's not an East Coast thing.
Have you ever been to an art gallery?
Heck no.
Yeah, they buy
That's
pieces
too
from all
cultured
over.
for me.
They buy pieces from all over for way too much fucking money.
I look at the art. It is rad art. At the risk of sounding uninformed, do all these landscapes look like butts to you guys?
Ah.
Damien and Hugo leaned in, examining the paintings in earnest.
It would appear as if you are correct.
Oh.
Valid assessment, Santa. Hey, this art stuff's pretty easy. Everything's a butt. Oh, it gets more complicated. Sometimes the butts are more symbolic. Sometimes the butts are metaphors. Sometimes art is about the butts that they don't draw. Art is just the butts you meet along the way. Interesting. Just returns to her group with tiny cheese and wine. What I miss?
Hey.
Butts. Shame. This cheese is nice though.
Shall we visit the next place?
We leave the first gallery and walk a few minutes before we reach another one. This gallery is a bit more crowded. Huge paintings of not even sure hang on the walls. Oh geez. What am I looking at here?
This one is a butt.
Everything is a butt.
This is abstract art. I think the more important question is, what does this art mean to you?
I stare at the painting, concentrating as hard as I can on its meaning. Is it a metaphor for the human condition? Reminds me of my childhood. It represents strife, or it's a butt.
Maybe butts remind you of your childhood.
Or are butts a metaphor of the human condition?
Butts may be a metaphor for the human condition.
Or do butts represent strife?
Sometimes.
What does the butt mean to you?
Butts are poopy. And humans are poopy. The human condition is pooping.
It seems to be an attempt to visually represent a universal experience. That's really powerful, Sansa. Care to expound on it? With pleasure. Just kidding, it's a butt.
Oh.
Really? Everyone else stares at the painting. Yeah, that's definitely a butt.
Oh.
While a valid assessment, I feel like the artist was trying to make a different statement.
Probably how much you like butts.
You are a servant of the Lord.
Oh.
We're all God's creatures, even butts.
Oh.
God did give most creatures butts if he created them.
That is a very true statement. He did give a lot of creatures butts.
Like my cats who like to put their butts in my face.
Comparing this piece to the artist's body of work, pretty sure this represents the sense of isolation he feels creating traditional abstract artwork in a field that's rapidly moving towards digitalization. Wow, how'd you figure that out?
Hmm?
That's what it says on the placard. Oh,
Ah.
Let's look at a few more of these.
walk around the gallery, sampling some more of the artist's work. I almost hate to say it, but abstract art is kind of growing on me. It's interesting that the artist chooses not to let their work be defined by, what's the word? Realism? Realism.
That's not the word.
We're looking at one of the paintings. A patron scoffs loudly.
Psh, I could do that.
Ah.
Excuse me.
I.
Hugo, not here.
Ah.
No. Come back here. Patron walks away, not noticing Hugo fuming right next to him.
Ah.
You say you could do that, but you didn't. You don't seem to have the intellectual depth or the artistic skill to execute a piece even a fraction as impressive as this one.
I'm not angry. I'm just disappointed.
Art is the truest experience of the self, and it seems like your self is bad, so your art would be bad. Hugo's insult game isn't the best, but there's no denying his passion. Damien is holding him back at this point.
Friend, he's not worth it.
Hugo manages to cool down. He smooths out his jacket.
Tired there?
Yes. I'm sorry. I just love art very much. You know, buddy. Pat Hugo on the shoulder.
Oh.
I know it. Would ease this mood.
Is it cheese?
No.
Oh.
It's wine and cheese.
Ah.
Co-signed. The four of us head over to the wine and cheese table, which thankfully is grounded in realism. It is actually wine and cheese and not a pie.
Hey.
You got one last stop on the tour. You lot feeling up for it? Is it going to be any weirder than this art?
It is absolutely weirder than this art.
Let's do it.
Oh, huh.
Damien, Hugo, Joseph, and I walk over to a performance on the street. Several masked performers in leotards undulate wildly on the ground, screaming both at each other and us. So, quick question.
Oh.
Shoot. What is happening? I second this question.
Hey.
Performance art. What does it mean?
Oh.
Again, I pose the very same question to you, Mr. Seaweed.
Fear of existence, the very humanity of being human. They really like screaming, but
All of the first three.
fear of existence?
They really like screaming due to the fear of existence, which is the very humanity of being human.
Okay, but also butts.
No.
Go with fear of existence.
I shall go with the next silliest answer.
That they do, but I'm not sure if that encompasses the whole of their performance.
What do you think they're trying to say?
I believe it's less about what they're saying and more about why they're saying it. I think there's something special about performance art. With almost every other art form, music, painting, photography, the artist uses their medium as a conduit for their emotions. With performance art, the medium is the artist. It's the purest expression of raw human emotion. It's art as catharsis.
That's beautiful, Damien. So, what you're saying is, if I start making really loud fart noises right now, it's art as long as I, really mean it. Damien fixes him with a hard stare. ...
Oh.
I was going to start making fart noises, but based on the look on your face, that joke isn't really gonna play well with this crowd.
Dot, dot, dot. Wise.
Hey.
We watch the rest of the performances earnestly as we can, clap politely after the dancers scream their way off stage.
Banshees. Cryptids.
I think I'm all arted out. Agreed. We'll decide to walk home together. We make our way back to the cul-de-sac, tiny wine and tiny cheese sloshing around in my stomach. I think what I learned tonight, not just what I've learned about art, which was nice and extremely informative, what I've learned tonight is that when you put a bunch of tiny wine and tiny cheese together, it eventually becomes regular wine and regular cheese, followed by too much wine and too much cheese. The tiny cheese lulled me into a false sense of security. I felt safe with the tiny cheese. Wax wings too close to the sun.
Oh.
Cheese wings. Those are on the sun too, and I feel like it's more appropriate imagery. Plus, it'd be delicious. A nice what?
I think you said that last time as well.
Yes, I know.
I think.
What?
Emmentaler, I think.
I'm gonna quick look it up. Yes, I know I've looked it up because
Because Google told you so?
yes, a nice Emmentaler possibly.
Oh.
Oh.
It's Swiss cheese. Magic knows.
Swiss.
Hey, if you guys were painters, what would you paint?
I actually dabble in oils. I mostly paint landscapes. Not very good, but it's a nice way to pass the time.
You know, when he's not being IT. I think
You say that as if IT people can't paint.
No, I'm saying that because IT just takes up a lot of time.
Depending
I
on the
think
job.
I think I'd focus on personal portraits of people in unique professions, like, for example, luchadors. He would.
Mm-hmm.
I think I'd paint boats, seascapes, maybe some lighthouses, mostly boats.
I feel like now that we have context on all of the characters, I'm like, uh-huh. Yeah. Yeah.
Sounds about right. Really?
Just all the more reason why we have to do these ones.
Oh.
We've got hindsight on our side now.
It's 2040?
2048.
2048.
Hmm?
Huh? I'm 2048?
You don't get it?
No.
Come on, you work with computers. Okay, what's
What?
10 to the 10?
Oh. That's the joke you're going for.
Or 2 to the
Gosh
10,
dang.
sorry.
Gosh dang it. I wasn't... I don't immediately think of that.
Well, you should.
Why?
Because you should.
Because I'm bad with technology. That's why I don't immediately think of things. Yeah, I'm surprised you're choosing boats in favor of a long history of religious imagery and artwork. Because he's more interested in boats than Jesus.
Jesus.
Sorry, yes, you're right. He's more interested in boats than Jesus. What? Boats are cool. What about you, Santa? Food artistry and landscapes are tasteful nudes of the artist. It'd be more about the food. I'd probably do still life some various foods. Bowls of fruit, maybe some bread in there.
Oh.
Would there be cheese involved? See, I thought about that. No. Can't stare at a pile of cheese for 8 hours without eating some of it. That would ruin the whole thing.
Excellent point.
We finally get to the cul-de-sac. Alright, boys. Good art. Good art.
Agreed.
Oh.
See you guys around. Whether you want to or not, we're all neighbors after all. I head inside to deal with my inevitable cheese over.
Welcome. You've got dads.
Hey, kitty boy.
Are we doing the second date?
We have time.
Are you sure?
If you're not too busy, we have time.
Okay.
We just can't go on too many tangents. We've been pretty good so far today.
I don't know. Magic just might go crazy and go on all the tangents. I had a lot of fun with Robert the last time we hung out, but I'm beginning to wonder if he's dodging me. I tried messaging him a few times, and Dad Book says he hasn't even read them. Haven't even seen him come out of his house, actually.
Maybe because he's out being homeless.
Decided to send him one last message, figuring that this will produce the same result. Hey man, don't know where you've been, but we should grab a drink soon. I walk away from my computer because at this point I know he's not messaging me back anytime soon. Linger in the kitchen. I'm all caught up on work. The house is relatively clean. Maybe I should do something nice for Amanda. I'll bake her favorite pie. Root to the pantry and pull out all the ingredients. This is an old family recipe that I used to make with my grandmother when I was a kid. Lost the actual recipe card a long time ago, but I think I'll be able to remember how to bake it. I start mixing the ingredients together for the crust until I get a nice dough. Throw some cherries into a saucepan to make the filling. Normally, I don't like to multitask in the kitchen, but this is cherry pie. But this cherry pie is a piece of cake. Pie is a piece of pie. I'm making pie. ...
Also, cake is relatively, not the easiest dessert by far.
What did you say?
Cake is definitely not the easiest of the baked goods to make.
But it's as easy as cake. Oh man. I can never remember what temperature you're supposed to set the oven at. I'm pretty sure it's 375, but I could be wrong. Who am I kidding? I'm never wrong when it comes to this pie. My special twist on my grandmother's recipe includes a secret ingredient that not even Amanda knows about. It really makes the cherries extra flavorful. Oh god, I can't remember what the secret ingredient is. It's okay. It's totally salt.
I mean, you do normally add salt to things to bring out the flavors. But almond extract seems like more of a secret ingredient thing.
Sure. You are. Oh, it's almond extract, duh. Oops, I accidentally poured a little too much in. Way too much in. I'm sure it's fine. Baking is an art, and some of the most beautiful art is made from mistakes.
Baking is a
bots.
science. Cooking is an art. That said, I'd probably be in the category of mad scientist. So, little bit art.
I finally get the pie in the oven. How long am I supposed to leave it in for? There? 50 minutes? I'll just wing it.
That definitely sounds like too long.
Man is gonna be so excited. That kid loves a good pie. I have a seat at the kitchen table and do word jumbles until Amanda comes home. I can hear the door slam open.
Yo, Pops! What smells like pie in here?
It's pie, sweetie. Amanda darts over to the oven and looks inside.
Yes!
Hey, it's not done. Be patient.
What's your angle here?
72 degrees. What? What?
Quite acute.
What?
Quite acute.
Yes, it is quite a cue.
Quite acute angle.
Yes, I got your joke. You're so very funny.
I like angle jokes.
If you
What?
had said more than 90 degrees, I would have called you obtuse. And if you said 90, I would have called you a square.
Sorry. Square was Monday.
Yes, but you're still a square fanatic every day.
Well, that's why I didn't go above 90, because that would be over square.
Are you under square?
What?
Pies are an objective based confection. What are you trying to get out of me?
I've been leading a double life. Amanda, I have terrible news for you. I'm actually a pro skateboarder, an aspiring astronaut, and bank robber. Lifestyle's calling me back, and I must go. One last job. You know how it is. This pie was the only way I knew how to tell you.
Well, I appreciated the years we spent together, but a trade up is a trade up. Remember me when you're kicking your feet up in Ibiza. Thanks for all the pie.
We share a cordial handshake. I wait a few more minutes before taking the pie out of the oven. I set it on a rack to cool and guard it so Amanda doesn't dig into it before it's ready.
Huh.
What?
Does it look kind of weird to you?
Oh. That's just me taking artistic license on what cherry pie means to me emotionally.
Getting drunk. I'm just saying this because, you know, it seems like you might have baked this pie incorrectly. And you're currently, right now, trying to pass it off as a good thing.
It's art, sweetie.
Was it art when you accidentally baked a whole uncracked egg into the center of my 12th birthday cake?
Well, it's...
Was it art when you tried to make brownies and accidentally created chlorine gas?
That's a bit of an exaggeration.
Was it art when you...
Just eat the pie, Panda. I cut us a few slices and we sit down to eat. The cherry filling oozes out of the sides and the buttery crust glistens. Watch as Amanda takes a bite.
Ah.
What's wrong? Is it not good? Amanda winces and fans her mouth.
No, I just burned the heck out of the roof of my mouth. This pie is amazing. Sorry for doubting you.
I breathe a sigh of relief and take a bite. She's right, this pie is pretty incredible, as it always is.
I'm really proud of you for making a pie without burning the new house down.
I got a few dad tricks up my dad's sleeves. Maybe fathers aren't as bumbling and stupid as the media makes us out to be. Maybe we, as a society, should have a little more respect for fathers as a whole.
Dad, your sleeve is on fire.
I run to the sink and put myself out. Pride will be my undoing. Amanda and I clean up the kitchen and play a little more living room hoops before she retreats to her room to homework. I go back to my word jumbles. Hey, this one spells cat.
Wow, what a jumble.
The rest of the evening trickles by. We eat dinner, I help Amanda with one of our scholarship applications. We both start getting ready for bed. I decide to check Dad book one last time before I climb into bed. Still nothing from Robert, huh? Hope he's okay. I turn out the lights and lie down.
Hey, Santa. Hey. Hey, Santa. Hey, I'm outside. Come outside.
It sounds like me when I'm trying to bother you. Hey, 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 hey.
I have a hard time imagining you ever going,
Hey, hey, I'm outside. Come outside.
Yeah, it's a little too energetic for me. What is that? I was just on the verge of falling asleep. I climb out of bed and try to identify the source of the dinging. My computer screen illuminates the dark room. Walk over to it, ready to turn it off, when I notice what's happening on screen.
Don't make me honk. I will honk. Get out here.
I look out my window and sure enough, there's Robert leaning against his pickup truck in my driveway. I open my door to try and figure out what's going on.
Hey.
Hey?
Wanna hang?
I was kind of sleeping.
That's no fun. Come hang out.
I would argue that sleeping is very fun, but I don't have to be anywhere in the morning because I don't have a job. Might as well live a little.
this also sounds like you until the but.
Until the but we're not looking at art.
What are you talking about? This game is full of art.
Sure?
Cool. Plan on going out like that?
I looked down and realized that I am, in fact, not wearing pants.
Brilliant.
I mean, I don't mind.
Right, 1 second. I run inside and throw on my going out pants, shoes, and a jacket. Grab my keys and meet Robert back outside.
Ready?
Ready.
Hop in.
Why did you grab... Okay. I jump into the passenger seat of his old red pickup truck. I have to move a few empty cigarette packets and gas station receipts out of the way before I can sit. Robert silently starts the car and we drive out of the cul-de-sac.
Like Tom Waits.
Hey, for once, they drew something that wasn't your car.
Except it's the same car, you're just in the passenger seat.
Love Tom Waits, Tom Who, or Hoist That Rag Baby? What'd you choose?
Hoist that rag, baby.
Before I can answer, Robert turns up the radio. Yup, that's Tom Waits, alright. He lights a cigarette and cracks the windows. We drive together in silence. So, where are we going? Robert doesn't respond. Robert?
Oh, I heard you.
He still doesn't answer my question. Look out the window and notice that Robert's taking us to the highway. I twiddle my thumbs. Well, whatever I got myself into, it looks like I'm in for the night. I settle into my seat and watch street lights pass by. Glance over to Robert, who's driving intently. He looks tired. He always does. But there's something a bit more there that I just can't place. Are you okay? I like your car. Say nothing.
Saving. This is absolutely the safe scum episode.
What are you
Again.
gonna say?
Huh?
What are you gonna say?
Yeah.
I remember what Robert said about hating small talk and decided to keep my mouth shut. He notices me staring.
Stop looking so nervous.
I'm not nervous. I'm a little nervous.
Just hang on. We're almost there.
Almost where? I have no idea where we're going. I think we're moving at a slight incline, but I'm not so sure. Eventually come to a stop. Robert gets out of the car, and I sit for a second, unsure if he wants me to get out too.
What are you waiting for?
Christmas. I hastily exit the car. Robert sits on the bed of his truck and pats the space next to him. I sit down and take in the view. We're on a hill overlooking the city's skyline against the bay. The cool night air rustles some trees near us as lights blink in the distance. Off to the side, I can see an entrance to a dense forest. Man, it's also gorgeous.
This is where I come to masturbate.
What?
I'm kidding. What's wrong with you? This is my little spot where I come to think.
It's nice to know that you don't masturbate here.
You can see the whole city from up here. Really gives you some perspective.
Robert reaches behind him and pulls out something from under his jacket. It glints in the moonlight, and I suddenly realize what it is. Oh crap, that's a knife.
Oh shit, that's a knife.
Ew. Please don't stab me. Robert reaches into his pocket and pulls out a small piece of wood. Please don't stab me with that either.
Oh my god, Santa's so dumb.
Robert takes the knife to the piece of wood and starts carving at it. Oh, I breathe a very audible sigh of relief as Robert looks at me sideways.
Did you think I was gonna stab you just now?
No, what? No, never.
Hate to break it to you, but I did in fact bring you out here to harvest your organs. ...
Play along! Yeah, well, you think you caught me in your trap, but I knew. For years I've been putting the most vile junk food in my body in preparation for this day. Come at me, friend, and reap what you will. 2 steps ahead of you at all times. That's how I operate.
Nothing gets past you, huh?
Robert reaches into his pocket and pulls out a folding knife that he opens and hands to me.
I'm gonna warn you. The last guy I had a knife fight with lost 3 fingers because he didn't know the 8 basic rules of knife fighting. You're familiar, correct?
I honestly can't tell when you're kidding.
I'm so many levels of irony deep that I've forgotten what humor is.
Ain't that a mood?
Have you ever whittled before?
Considering I'm not a grandpa, no.
What do you mean by that?
Well, I just thought that you would have a block of wood shipped to you along with your first social security check.
Santa, I'll have you know that whittling is a time-honored tradition enjoyed by
Relatable.
both young and old alike.
But you're just missing it before you even tried it speaks volumes about your character. However, because I've gotten to know you for some time and have come to think of us as friends, I'm willing to attribute it to ignorance instead of malice. What I'm trying to say is, go get that stick.
Robert motions to a good-looking stick on the ground. Perfect for potential whittling. I pick it up.
The most important thing to remember while whittling is to cut with the grain, not against it. If you cut against the grain, the wood is gonna splinter.
Isn't the most important thing safety?
No. Getting hurt comes with the territory. Look at my damn hands.
I look at his
Damn.
hands. They're calloused and covered in little white scars. They are very nice hands.
Can't make a stick omelet without breaking a few hand eggs.
Time to whittle.
Knife that wood! Oh no.
They gotta.
That's a good start. What is it?
It's a sharp stick, a pencil, or a knitting needle. Go for it.
But only one.
You made
made
a
a
useless knitting needle.
Tell me about this one.
Popsicle stick, tongue depressor, or flatworm.
Now all you need is to carve up some wooden juice, wooden fruit, and a wooden freezer.
You made a popsicle stick.
Sorry, Magic. It was already gone by then.
What's the story here?
Toothpick, bubble popper, or something to make me look tougher.
Well,
Something to make me look tougher.
It's working. Think you could take me in a fight? Probably.
you made tough guy accessory.
What's this? Now all you need to do is carve up a board and we're set. And also maybe carve a ghost.
You made a Ouija board planchette. Does it make a difference how far I turn it?
No, I don't think
I
so.
don't think it's made a difference so far.
I think it just is like
Nice form. What's it supposed to be?
Louisiana.
It's you. Louisiana?
Sure.
Good old Louisiana. Beautiful place. Got stabbed there once, you know. Or was it Kentucky?
You made a Louisiana.
I think it's determined just by what this one is this one.
Interesting. What do we have here?
Chopstick ambidextrous.
It's a stick.
You made a chopstick ambidextrous. Ooh,
Ooh,
we got a
it's
big
fat.
one here.
It's a fat one.
Also, I just realized you can only rotate one way. I've been pulling it the opposite direction, but it keeps turning the same way.
Well, that's a personal problem.
Ooh. There's some details on this side.
Just cut off its head.
Keep this up, you'll be a woodland pro in no time.
Swan, it's a duck, or it's a new friend.
I thought it was a grenade.
I thought it was a headless ghost. Like there's an arm, its head's in its hand. Totally a headless ghost.
Friend
Whack.
shaped.
It's okay, it's friend shaped.
Friend shaped. It's a headless ghost, my new best buddy.
Beautiful. Happy for you.
You made a new friend. There we
It's
go.
a horse?
Beautiful handiwork. What do you call it?
Big old dog, spirit of the Mustang, or Sir Horsington the Brave.
That wasn't his.
Do it.
Brave and noble name for a brave and noble creature.
You made a beautiful gift for Amanda.
That is beautiful.
That's so cute.
Robert and I sit in silence for a while, carving out pieces of wood. I think I'm getting the hang of this. It's actually kind of relaxing. I glance over to see what Robert's working on. He's carving a smaller wooden knife. Ugh. While I'm distracted, the knife slices into my thumb. Blood gushes all over my little wooden carving.
Hopefully not the one for Amanda.
Robert is lost in carving. Doesn't notice me bleeding everywhere. Robert still doesn't notice. I'm bleeding to death. Robert finally looks over. Reaches into his jacket. Jeez, how much stuff does this guy keep in there?
As much as Damien's cloak.
And pulls out a red bandana. He wraps it around my thumb.
Hold tight.
He hops off the truck and I can hear him rummaging around in his car. He comes back later with a well-stocked first aid kit. Robert carefully wipes all the blood off of my hand and swipes a bit of antiseptic onto the cut. With surprising gentleness, he places a bit of gauze on the wound and wraps it all up.
You okay?
Yeah, I'm good. He hands me what's left of the tube of antiseptic.
Make sure to keep that cut clean.
It's oddly touching and a little sexy.
I don't get it.
What was sexy about that?
Here's a bottle of antiseptic. That makes me sexy.
I guess I'm a real whittler now.
That you are. Be careful though. They're attracted to the smell of blood.
Wait, it is? Yeah, I guess?
Here's a bottle of antiseptic. I'm sexy now.
Is this why people think that doctors and nurses are sexy?
Wait, do people think doctors are sexy?
I don't know.
Like, I hear the nurse one all the time. I don't understand it, but I hear it all the time.
Well, I think the doctor one usually seems to be more along the lines of, wow, they make so much money.
But does money equal sexy?
To some people.
Wait, what? What's attracted to the smell of blood?
Cryptids. Tons of them out here, you know.
Gosh dang it, Robert.
Yes!
Cryptids? Like Mothman and stuff?
Cryptid hunting! Cryptid hunting! I was kidding about it being date 2.
It's like if,
Right. Just like I was kidding the other day about Final Fantasy VIII, and then I was right.
Okay, but I knew you were right then.
Yeah. But I didn't know.
Because I kept it a secret.
Okay. Mothman is bullshit, but yeah. This town's a hotbed for cryptozoological occurrences.
Or cults.
Cryptozoological occurrences.
You're joking.
Oh, how I wish I were. I'm a skeptic myself. Or at least I thought I was. There are things in these woods that we can't possibly comprehend.
I think about my entire time in this city. All few months of them. Aside from the occasional stray coyote, I think it's been too bad.
Well, no, you have lived in this city for a long time. You just moved to the other side of town.
Shh.
You ever hear the Dover ghost?
I don't think so.
Well, let me tell you a story. I was out in the woods here on a weekend camping trip with Betsy. You don't know Betsy, but she's a big pup. That was their name. Not Jacqueline. My bad. Pitbull. Real intimidating. Feel safe around her. First night goes without incident. Get some solitude. Betsy gets to pee wherever she wants. All good stuff. Second day, I get the idea into my head that I can hike deeper into the woods. Probably against my better judgment, but hey, we're just having a fun camping trip, right? So me and Betsy start marching in the morning. It's a little late and we set up camp, but it's different this night. Real quiet. I can't hear the birds, the crickets, squirrels, nothing. Dead silent. Then it happens. I hear the most unholy growl I've ever heard in my life, right outside my tent. Me and Betsy, we go to investigate. We look around the clearing, nobody's there. There's this feeling, not sure if I can quite describe it. I know someone, something is watching us. Betsy, though, she's scared. Never seen her like that. When she's scared, I know that I should be too. Then I see it in the distance. A man, but if something that didn't know what a man was supposed to look like made it, just looked wrong. Big. Arms too long for its body.
So
Black
Slender Man.
eyes. Just stood there and stared at me. Slender Man doesn't have eyes.
Okay, but they're not trying to use Slender Man. They're using the knockoff Slender Man, Slender Boy.
But it's big. No, the answer is Slender Dad. Then it disappears. I hear one yelp from Betsy and I turn around to check on her. But she's gone. Into thin air. I didn't sleep at all in my tent that night. And I don't think I've slept right since. ...
That's terrible, or you're lying.
I feel like he's definitely trolling.
Okay, but should we call him out or not call him out? Okay, you're full of...
Shit. You think I'm lying.
Arbor pulls out his wallet and shows me a picture of a beautiful pit bull.
Tell that to Betsy. They say that if you listen closely on quiet nights, nights just like tonight, you can hear the howl of the Dover ghost. ...
A howl resonates through the woods. It doesn't sound like a regular howl. It's so... guttural. Even far away, something about it makes my skin crawl.
Sorry, should I do that more gutturally?
No.
Ow!
Okay, no. Just no. Okay, Robert. Real funny. Turns to look at Robert. He's white as a sheet. You're messing with me, right?
I was messing with you up until literally just now. Totally made that camping story up.
I strained my eyes to scan the forest line, trying to see where the howl originated from. Off in the distance, I see something. It's so far away, I can barely make out a shape. It looks human, but it's dragging something. Do you see that?
We should go.
Bob and I slowly back away and get into the truck. He turns off his headlights and we make a slow crawl away back onto the road. I'm too scared to look back. What was that?
The Dover ghost, I guess.
I chuckle nervously. This time he doesn't seem like he's messing with me. Or maybe someone illegally dumping garbage in a wildlife preserve.
Yeah, that's a story we'll tell ourselves.
We sit in silence for a little while longer, the fear of whatever that was slowly subsiding as we get closer to the city.
Thanks for coming out. This was fun. ... Sorry I haven't been in touch. I've just been in a way lately. Had to get out of the house. ...
I don't know.
Had to be around somebody.
I was scared. You don't know King-Man?
I was gonna say, oh, he was on Joseph's boat.
No.
I don't know.
Robert thinks for a second and lights out another cigarette.
But I don't think that had to be around somebody means his kid.
Oh.
Like, that's a really weird way of saying that.
Hey.
Been doing a lot of thinking.
Takes a long drag.
As I get older, I feel more and more that I'm just drowning in this sea of regret. Mood!
Yeah, that's how we feel.
All the time. Relatable. I was so busy chasing after these things that I thought would make me happy that I didn't even think about anyone else. All I cared about was myself. I didn't even think.
Robert stops, waiting for him to finish his thought, but he just stares at the road.
Maybe I'm just built like this. Maybe I do it to myself. Maybe it's my own choice that I'm as unhappy as I am.
Try to think of something to say. Remember all the times in my life when I've been sad. There's a great many of them. But there's always a light at the end of the tunnel. Something I held onto that kept me going.
Wow, Santa's never been depressed.
But there's something so resigned about the way Robert's talking. Maybe we deserve to be eaten by the Dover ghost.
I'm going with the middle one.
I mean, yes, I was just joking.
Okay, let's find out.
Maybe that's why it's here. Dover ghost feeds off of your sadness, my sadness. It haunts us in the night.
Honestly, makes sense.
I was trying to kid around.
To just be devoured for my sins. Yeah, that sounds pretty great, actually.
It was a joke.
I'm turning the car around, going back.
Robert slams on the brakes and puts the car in reverse.
I'm going back.
But
I'm going back just like Robert.
must take a while for you to tell somebody this. You're a mysterious guy, Robert. You don't have to be.
Do you ever wish you were a better father?
Think about it for a second. All the time. You can read all the parenting books you want, but Nothing will ever prepare you for raising a child. There's so much stuff I regret, or wish that I could have done better. But I don't have the answers. I don't know if anybody does.
Hey.
It's funny. I'll look at you and your relationship with your daughter and it seems perfect.
It isn't.
At least you're there for her.
I stare out the window at the blur of passing trees.
I want to cry.
I just hope I'm a better father to my kids than my dad was to me.
What did your dad do?
It's more about what he didn't do. He was quiet, stoic. Don't think he ever once told me that he loved me. Cared more about his work than he ever did about me or my mom.
Dot, dot, dot. Do you hate him?
No, I used to, but after I became a parent, I just kind of feel bad for him. Missed out on my whole childhood. When I think about all the happiest moments of my life, they were all with Amanda and Alex, and he just wasn't there.
I'm gonna cry.
Dot, 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 dot. It hurt like heck
Hell.
when I had to leave him to die in that Belarusian prison.
What?
I turn around and smile at him. No, he's retired in Florida with my mom. We go there every Christmas. We both break out in laughter. He pats me on the shoulder. We drive the rest of the way in silence, listening to the radio and watching the bright lights of the city grow bigger. Robert drops me off at my place. As I'm about to close the passenger door, I realize that I still have Robert's pocket knife in my jacket. I pull it out and offer it back to him.
You hold on to that. Never know when you might need it.
Night, Robert. Have a safe drive home. Robert smirks, then pulls away. He then immediately pulls into his driveway, which is one over from mine. Gets out and waves.
Dork.
Yes, but he gets out and waves.
What dorks?
I tiptoe into the house, careful not to wake Amanda up.
Whoa. Where did you come from?
I look around and spot Amanda coming out of the kitchen with a glass of water.
I thought you were sleeping.
Oh, Robert woke me up to go cryptid hunting.
Dot. You know the Mothman is bullshit, right?
Amanda, like... You know what? It's fine. To make the conversation I had with Robert in the car as Amanda starts walking towards her room. Hey, Amanda? She stops. I love you.
It's weird when you say it outright and sincerely like that, but I love you too. Night.
I chuckle to myself, then finally decide to go to bed. So, the only thing I knew about Robert's route was the fact that he gave you that, or he let you keep that knife.
Damn those daddy points.
But yet they don't. add up to total.
Cryptids.
Is this a new MCR?
MCR. Cryptids.
Now, did MCR write a song about cryptids?
Woo!
Click to continue. Click to continue.
Crime. Low. Knife. Almost maxed.
What about
Goofy. Pretty low.
What about crying?
Pretty high. You know what Robert was alluding to. Like, it's pretty obvious.
Hmm? Hmm?
Oh. I'm gonna feel bad with that on Father's Day now.
Oh, but that's what we're ending with. Unless we also
Well,
do
no,
the-
actually, it's probably good for Father's Day, though.
Unless we also do the secret non-canonical ending right after it.
No, that's for the bonus screwy episode.
We could end on the secret ending.
No, I'm like upset emotionally. But I also think that if the last date is going to be related to that, and I feel like it probably is, because they only touched on it, and I feel like they have to resolve it now. That'd be really sad for Father's Day, but it would also be very fitting in a way.
Yeah, probably.
Because that would mean the theme of it would be all about fathers, so that would actually be perfect. I'll just also be crying.
Okay, but like, what's a good game if you don't have a good cry at the end of it?
Didn't we already, like, cry or nearly cry for one of these?
No.
Matt's episode.
Right. One of Matt's probably. Probably second date. Yeah.
I think
I
that
mean,
was it.
I
Nice
think
dad.
Amnesia has probably gotten me more than this game has.
Well, yes, because this game is like 90% supposed to be silly.
Yes.
Amnesia is like 70% serious.
Only 70?
What do you see? Some kind of bug thing? I'm not a bug!
Anyway, we stopping?
Yeah. We should.
We'll stop here and finish it on Father's Day this Sunday.
Yeah, Father's Day special.
That's gonna be interesting.
This Sunday. What time?
Yes.
What time do I have in my phone? In my phone, I have it at 3 p.m. Pacific.
Yeah, that sounds about
I'm
right.
gonna update it right now.
You'll probably be awake at that point.
Yes, exactly. Right now.
I might be awake at that point.
Sunday,
then-
June 16th at 6 o'clock Eastern, 3 p.m. Pacific.
But then, oh boy,
Father's Day special.
we'll finally be done with a second game.
Yeah.
Oh boy, done 2 whole games? What progress. Even though we should
Amazing. Now, how many
probably
did we have on the backlog?
Yeah, a lot. At some point we
1,
should
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and we have 1 more in progress.
At some point, we should probably go back to Hutzeful and do the stuff we didn't do on stream.
Not all of them, but yeah, probably some of them.
Well, not every single solitaire round, but probably at least some of them.
Yeah.
That'd probably be a fun little thing.
Yeah. I mean, probably, like, if we don't have time for a full stream, we can quickly run through one of those or something.
Yeah. Because those are really quick.
Those are pretty quick if we can skip through all the random bullshit.
Yeah. Which we
we
do.
can't.
Anyway, thanks for watching.
Thanks for joining us, Magic. Join us
Yeah.
again.
And
Come back for
anybody-
Father's Day special if you're free.
And thanks to anybody who might be watching in the future.
Thanks to anybody who just lurks on every stream.
You're welcome, Magic. Hope you can come back again.
Bye. Vote on the poll if you haven't already.
I think Magic was the one who said Wednesday, actually.
Okay, well, great.
So bye.
Good night.